Thank you.
So our next testimonial is going to come from Dr. Mary. And Mary is a dear, dear friend of ours. And she was one of the very first people I invited down here to Sleepm. And she's always been very, very supportive of everything that Ronnie and I have done. So Mary, come on down. We just love her to death.
Mary 她是一个 Dr. Mary, so.
Bonsoir.
恭喜发财
Happy New Year.
新年快乐
As Alice said, my name is Mary. Very old name, easy to remember. So I hold you all accountable for remembering my name.
我的名字叫做玛丽 Mary， 很容易记得，所以我希望都在认识大家。
The name is actually Mary Quinn, and I am a doctor of holistic nutrition. Have been practicing and helping people for how many years? They kid me about my age. I have been practicing for over 40 years, and I do have grown sons and grown grandchildren. And as Ronnie knows, oops, all right.
OK， 我是一个营养科的一个医生，那我有40年，已经退休40年了，所以你们可以猜他的岁数。那他有成年的儿女，也有成年的孙儿女，所以他是很有爱心。他刚刚前面讲了，他要做6星，对不对？他要马上要涨到7星，是不是？所以他做得很成功哦。
So yes, and all my close friends kid me about my age, and I haven't hit the century mark yet, but when you get over 3/4 of a century, I think that's close enough to talk about.
人家都在猜我的年龄，可是超过了75岁以上，3/4嘛，要超过75岁以上的话，我们已经超过了，我们已经 over。Yeah.
3/4 of a century.
Yeah, 3/4
3/4, okay. Yeah, when Al and Ronnie first called me about Sleepm, can you all hear me in the back there?
Rennie 跟 Al 介绍我来思梦的。
Oh, thank you. When Al and Ronnie first called me about Sleepm, and they mentioned the word mattress, it didn't quite ring a bell.
他介绍我用那个思梦的那个床垫，我没觉得怎么样。
But when they told me that the mattresses and the products of Sleepm were embedded with biocrystals, that got my attention.
本来没什么觉得什么特别，可是当他告诉我说，Randy 说，我们这个床垫有生物水晶毯在里面的，这个我有点兴趣。
I had many years ago been afflicted with a condition that threw me in a wheelchair, and 7 rheumatologists tried to convince me that I would never come out of that wheelchair.
我有几年呢，因为身体的关系，我还坐在轮椅上。那我那个rheumatologist 那个医生告诉我说，我这辈子大概离不开我的轮椅了。
It's a long story, but biocrystals were a part of the story of my recovery. And so I knew something about the benefits of biocrystals when Ronnie and Al mentioned that to me.
这是很长的故事，不过我就提到说，思梦的那个水晶毯呢，是很有帮助、很有用处的，所以呢，我就跟你们分享这个事情。
They invited me here to the showroom, and when I arrived, I mean, the atmosphere was so welcoming, and the personnel was just fantastic, very professional and warm, and their products were just second to none. I tried the bed.
所以我来到这里呢，我觉得很温暖，大家都很友善，对我都很好，而且我试这个床垫呢。
And when I left here, I mean, all of the experience is a long story, and I don't want to keep you here too long with the whole story. But when I left here, let me back up 1 second. I've always been a person with a lot of energy. Everyone always saying, "Where do you get all that energy?" So I didn't need energy. But when I left here, it had been a long day. I'd done a lot before I arrived. And when I left and I drove all the way to Palm Springs, there were accidents on the freeway. It took me 3.5 hours to drive. I couldn't wait. Sorry, I'm talking too much.
Finish it. Palm Springs.
Yes, to Palm
Continue,
Springs.
OK，他因为他很多故事讲吧，相信。他说他一向是一个很有精力的人，你说你哪来这么多好的精力？所以，譬如说他来到这边，他就要开车开到 Palm Springs 去，中里泉跟这边起码3个半钟头的4个钟头的开车。
I knew because the day had been long, the night before had been short, and I just was looking forward to getting home, jumping in the shower, and going to bed.
我知道说我有一个过了很长的一天，是很累的，所以我好想然后回家洗个澡，好好睡一觉。
I was approaching my home, and I thought, I think I'll go to Trader Joe's and do some shopping.
所以我在路上要回家以前说，我去就买一点东西。
And then I went to the market in my neighborhood, Vaughn's.
我说他有去他家附近的 Vaughn's。
I went to the post office. I did so many errands, and now it's dark. But I had so much energy, I couldn't realize why am I not ready to go to bed. I just had all this energy. It was so special, something I never experienced before.
他又去邮局，所以他是要回家，就去了很多地方。他说：“哎呀，奇怪，我怎么那么多精神，那么好的精神，从来还没有回家上床呢？”
So I started telling people about this because that was strange. It was an energy that was unlike the energy that I had, and I thought because many of my clients would come to me for other purposes, they always said, I'm tired, I need energy.
所以我觉得很奇怪，我说，我以前没有这么好的精神，可以做这么多事情的，那我也跟人家分享，那人家很多人问我说，我们很累啊，我们想增加一点体力啊，问他。
So I went on my mission to start talking about Sleepm.
所以我开始讲思梦。
And the rest is sort of history. I talked with a friend of mine who is here today, Charlie. He has friends. That's Charlie there. We had talked with a lot of people who also came to Sleepm.
所以我就开始跟很多人分享我思梦的一些经历跟见证。Charlie 就是一个人，是我跟他讲的。
And everyone got great results. They were different almost, but each person. And this is the magic of this combination and this, I want to say this secret product that we have. It's no longer a secret, but the combination of the 16 crystals along with the gold and silver creates such a mixture that is magical within the human body. Okay.
所以他是解释这个我们这个水晶毯的16个水晶加上金跟银，所以这个是一个很奇妙的一个配合。那所以他就觉得要跟你们分享他的经验。
Different people experience different results.
虽然每个人对这个水晶毯的回应的反应不尽相同，可是都是很正面的。
I'm recalling one lady told me, she said, my husband was different this morning.
有一个朋友，他告诉我说：“很奇怪 ，Mary， 我先生怎么跟以前不一样啊？”早上告诉我。
And the way she said it, I said, "Well, what did you do?"
他说：“哦，那你干了什么事啊？”
She said, "Well, we got this," and I said mattress, but it's the pad. They had the pad and they had the pillow, and he slept on that last night.
他说：“我先生昨天晚上睡在这个水晶毯上面，也睡这个水晶的那个枕头。”
So we both laughed because we knew what had happened, but the difference, it was not an improvement in his back or his knee, it was his attitude. He was gentle and smiling and calm, yet active. He wasn't grouchy and fussing around that morning. He was just like a different man.
奇怪就是说，他睡完这些这个生物水晶这个产品之后呢，他醒来早上呢，他就不像以前这样子啊，很有什么被窝风是不是？然后又很凶，又没有温柔，还有很多的要求。可是今天早上他今天不一样了。
So, when I first received the brochures that Running Al gave me on my first visit here, I noticed right away, because I'm into looking at ingredients and what does this consist of. So we have 2 brochures, as you all are aware.
他讲那个我们思梦有这个产品的一个说明那个小书嘛啊，他说我们大家都认识这2本书。
One of the brochures I noticed immediately they both talk about the benefits of each of the 16 crystals, right?
有一本就是讲到说我们16种水晶的这些用处、跟好处、跟方法。
But I noticed that one gave me more information about the body.
另外一本书讲关于我们自己的身体的健康情形。
The body in terms of aches and pains and problems with the body, even arthritis, etc., like the amethyst and all the different crystals, do penetrate the energies to certain parts of the body.
所以这个讲到说人身体的话，很多人很多痛啊，这个痛那个痛，或许说有风湿症等等等等，那这个水晶呢，就能够深入到我们的身体里面，帮助我们可以治疗、可以疗愈这些不舒服、这些疼痛。
Yes, and I noticed that the other brochure gave more information about emotions. It was like, and this is where attitude, some people are depressed. And I looked at that and I thought, my gosh, well, I need some of both of these because people need to know about the emotions as well as the physical aspect of the improvements.
所以那本书，我们那本产品不但讲到说关于身体的健康的情形，还有讲到我们的情绪、我们的感觉、我们的处事为人的一个态度、一个反应。所以这个是精神方面的，不单只是身体方面，是精神方面也很有帮助的。Great.
Right. Now, so Al is and now as we know, Al is a money man, right? He's a money man.
OK， 可是 Al 是一个有钱的人。
And so he's leading us to wealth, and I'm right on his heels.
他是活得很好呀，很棒。
And my focus is also on wealth, but not to do the same thing that Al is doing. Mine is not wealth, but health.
可是有钱又怎么样呢？最要紧说要健康，要快乐哈，身心灵都要快乐。
So we do want to be healthy, and when I approach someone, that's the angle that I come from. We talk about the money second. Al talks about the money first, which we need someone to do that, right, and lead us. And I talk about the health of it because I don't want to say this, but anyway, health is vital. It's more important, right? We do need good health.
刚才他是讲钱，那个 Al 是讲钱，那我呢是讲身体，讲健康。当然啦，他是医生啊。
And these products that Sleepm has put together are miraculous. That's the word I've come up with because where can you find a healthy, safe product that will reduce stress in the body?
所以我讲的是说，关于这个身体的健康呢，是怎么可以帮助我们的健康，能够帮助我们真正的是感觉到好。
Relaxing you to almost putting you to sleep at times.
让我们可以很放松的，觉得很好的。
And giving you a natural energy at the same time.
给你一个 自然的，不是医药上的，是自然的一个能量。
Many of you have known about some of our entertainers or celebrities who have to perform and they have to have that energy.
所以帮助我们的能力，所以使我们能够有更多的那个能量，更多的精神。对不起，我有 dry mouth， 我没有办法。谢谢 Training。
But then they have to have something to bring them down and put them to sleep and relax them to get rid of the stress.
所以这个水晶床垫呢，能够让我们睡得很好，所以睡得特别好。晚上呢，所以第二天起来呢，身心灵都健康。
Sleepm gives us both of those things. Sleepm gives us, these products give us the magic of natural energy.
所以思梦的产品是给我们自然的能量。
Yes, and relaxes us at the same time. That's
让我们
magic.
又可以放松，很自然的，很舒服的。
Yeah.
Good.
Yes. And I'm so grateful to Ronnie and Al my dear friends. I love them so much, and I thank them so much for. I think one of the first people that they called because they know how he talked about caring earlier. Al and Ronnie know how I care for people, and this is one reason I think I go for the health first, because I really can't talk a lot about money, although I'm not broke. But I do talk about the money. But that's second. At first, we talk about the health, and I know that I had a situation with my back. I don't know what it was, because I trim trees and I do all kinds of things, and my family think I'm crazy because of the things that I do at my point in this century. But somehow or another, I had something going with my back, and I was about to go to physical therapy, and in fact, they encouraged me to do that, to go to physical therapy for my back.
所以我可以讲钱，可是我现在比较偏重讲到我们身体的健康。他说他的背有痛，所以说就是差不多要去做物理治疗了。
And after getting the Sleepm products,
拿到思梦的产品以后呢，
and sleeping on the products,
思梦的产品
it was 2 nights.
太棒了。
And I got up that morning after realizing I had stepped on the pads and so forth for 2 nights, and it was whatever was going on in my back just disappeared. It just was gone, and it hasn't come back.
所以他说我睡在这个水晶毯上2天晚上而已。他说所有痛都不见了，完全没有了，我还忘记他有痛了。That's true, huh?
Yes, and we have, and in final here, we have an awesome board of directors, and we know that our dear Miss Emma, CEO, is all a part of our success here and information that we're able to give out, and like these events we're having here today. And I want to thank them for giving us this opportunity to not only help make people healthier, but to provide an avenue for wealth for them also. And I just think that is just wonderful. So I thank them for that.
所以我非常感谢思梦有很好的组织，有很好的上面的这个管理人员，特别贺总在这里也特别帮助，大家都很温暖，很帮助。那实在是也特别说带给我们每个人，我们自己的健康，我们的情绪都能够得到修复。所以说我非常的感谢思梦，也感谢 Al 跟Rennie。